Brenda, hello, Brenda. How are you doing? They loved her. Okay. That's good. She did well. That's good. How are you coming with leash training on Angel? Good? Yeah, money. That's right. But she did very good. Okay. And Boone, say hello to everybody. Say hi, say hi, everybody. Yeah. You're my baby boy. Yes, you are. You're my baby boy. Yeah. I know. I know. I know. Licky, licky. That's you, Mr. Licky, licky. Yeah, there's ships right now. There's one coming up right here right now. There's another one down the river. It's going to be coming up. Down one or two down the river. Um, yeah, you got the CSL Saint Laurent is coming up. It's in between almost to St. Clair. And then you got the uh, a international ship, a Patagon Goldman, um, out of Europe somewhere. It's one of those ones that has the big towers on it with the for loading and unloading different stuff. Yeah, it's better kisses than bites. That's right, Brenda. Here's the ships right now and coming into the St. Clair River, the CSL Niagara. You got this is the one I was telling you about, Patagonia. Then you got this one is the CSL St. Laurent. Then you got the one that's upbound right now. That's the Manitoulin that came out of Sarnia Harbor. But yeah, this one is kind of cool. I'll show it to you. Yeah, that's the one that's coming upbound. It's down between St. Clair and Marine City. Yep. They have like boom cranes. Yeah, they have a good sized draft for sure. This one is mostly a grain and gravel and that kind of a hauler here. But it's not self unload, or is it? Maybe on the very bow it's got a boom. Yeah, it does. It's a self unloader. As you can see it, the self unloader is up in the very front of the Manitoulin. They put the self unloader in the very bow. swing it back over the decks when they're not using it. Well, we got 9 people watching. I don't think anybody else is on right now. I could be wrong. One thing I got to do though is I probably got to switch phone companies because is a dead area along the St. Clair River. And I'm down there flying all the time and I can't watch marine traffic or anything because it won't load. And when I called Boost Mobile, which what I've had Boost for a long time, they said, well, there's an issue with the Canadian and this and that, and because of the Canadian government and signal strengths and that kind of stuff. So never had a problem before. In other words, if you're out there on the river fishing or whatever, and you have Boost Mobile, not going to work. Now I can make phone calls, but I got no internet access. Giggles is here. How's it going, TJ? Are you at work, TJ? Just being lazy, huh? Okay. Well, we let lazy people come on to here too, TJ. Not that I'm saying you're lazy. Yeah, I know you said you were going to clean out the refrigerator today. That was a big issue.
Excuse you, sir. Yes, quick question for you. Why are you so cute? Going. Excuse me, sir. Yes, quick question for you. Why are you so cute?
That was pretty good. So you want a pet bunny, huh? Brenda wants a pet bunny. I don't know what Angel would think about that. Oh, TJ wants a pet bunny. Okay. I was going to say, Brenda, I don't think that your little girl would like that. Angel wouldn't be happy you said bringing a little bunny rabbit in there. Giggles wants the pet bunny. Okay. TJ, you get one. I think that'd be good for you to get. Yes, you can. Get yourself a pet bunny. Brenda says, TJ, her daughter had one growing up. All they did was poop. Brenda says, TJ, her daughter had one growing up. All they did was poop.
Now saying it, Democrats in elections. So much for Michelle Obama is when they go low, we go high. Communities, Chicago, Texas, streets, honey. Yeah, no, we gotta go to the hot wheels down there. Come on now. Don't you get that? Not the governor's condition. Well, there was video that encapsulates the liberal ability to stand up and go back. You know, how well we can order. You know, get up in their faces. That was actually for Republicans and it helped over the years to bring more votes like for. You know, Wayne, I want to see her everywhere. I think she is.
I know, Boone. I know, Boone. You good boy. Come up here and say hello. Yeah. Get down. I'm gonna let Boone out. I'll be right back. Well, I don't know. What does everybody think? Do we want to stay on or? I don't see, none of the regulars are here. They're all off doing something else, and I understand that. Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Hi, Paul.
What are you up to?
Nothing much.
It's
Just
kind
had
of,
some,
it's kind of dead here on the channel.
yeah, it seems that way. I'm sure there'll be a long.
Well, I don't know. I hate to throw in the towel this early, but you know, we only got 11 people watching.
Yeah, 11 people's not bad watching. It's the fact that there's only 3 of them actually speaking in the chat.
In the chat. Yeah.
It's only 5:30 there, isn't it?
Yep.
I should imagine that a lot of people haven't finished work yet or are just finishing. And it's what, 8:30 in the morning for Dominic. So,
And
you
Joe,
know,
it's almost 7. It's 5:30 there.
no, Joe's 4:30.
Yeah, 4:30. Yeah, it's 5:30 here.
Depends on whether Joe went flying or not.
Yeah, or had something to do.
Hi, Jim.
Jim, how's it going? I don't know where they're at, Jim. Scared them off, I guess.
Everybody's just sat there waiting to make sure that Paul's got no technical problems before they come on.
That could be it. Who knows? Boone is sitting on the back porch.
Mhm.
I let him out. Admit Captain Joe. There we go.
You're just too impatient, Paul. You got people at work.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Mark. I don't know if I need to just cash it in. It is early. You got 11 people watching. That's about all you have all the time, 11 people watching. So
Yeah.
I was getting ready to kick on when my son calls. So I just said, well, instead of saying I'm on the phone, just wait, Made
Uh-huh.
sense. Yeah, I got the lowdown of what's going on with the Marine Corps today. I'm
Oh,
glad
the
I'm
other
not in the
front.
Marine Corps. Yeah,
The
that's
other
that. So I'm glad I'm not in the Marine Corps now. I'm glad my time is done. Okay. I'm looking at a map. I'm trying to get some points on a Google map. I got to get some names of shit that I don't remember what they call. Went for a little flight in New Orleans today.
Uh-huh.
I need to make sure that I touched one map. I'm one end of New Orleans. Touched it. I was almost in the Baton Rouge. What the hell? I hope they got names on this shit. It's a Southern Yacht Club. I couldn't remember that thing. The New Canal Lighthouse. That's what it's called. The New Canal Lighthouse in Southern Yacht Club.
Mhm.
It used to be the Coast Guard's lighthouse. They must have changed it.
Either they sold it.
No, Hurricane Katrina took it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you call it, took it out. One over there, it was in New Orleans, right? And I'm flying, nobody bothered me, nothing. And a couple walks up and they're walking by and they're looking up at it and they said, hey man, how far does it go? I said, legally. When I can't see it, it's not right. Well, is that as far as it goes? I said, no, it goes a lot farther. Southern Yacht Club.
Mark,
Oh,
do you own a drone now, Mark?
7, I think. No, more than 7.
Wow. I thought you said before that you sold them all off, but
No.
that was Laura.
That and Art sold all his off.
Art and Laura.
No, I've got a Tello, a Neo, a Mini Original, a Mini 3 Pro, a Mini 4 Pro, an Air 2, an Air 2S, original Mavic Pro Platinum, and the F550, which won't fly yet, and a Tiny Hawk. And 2 Potensic.
Loki, don't bark.
2 Potensic T18s.
Stop walking. Stop walking. There's nobody out there. You heard the bell, like the stupid phone did. I got my chime on my bell, so when he heard somebody walk by a chime, he said, "Oh, somebody else like, arr, 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 arr." Doing his job, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know how I mess with him at night? When I'm going to bed, I said, look, somebody got to watch tonight, got to check the door. I said, you got to watch the door tonight. And I'll wake up, I'll look over, somebody's laying right there looking down the hallway. Kind of mean.
No reported downbound traffic.
Yeah, a friend of mine that has a drone went out and flew this the other day.
Mhm.
And I said, I can't believe I let him do this before me. I should have gone out there a long time ago.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jim, how's it going?
I used to hang out here fishing all the time.
Drone shots. How you doing?
Oh,
Mark, are you still with us?
yep,
Okay.
just passing a message that I've just received on to my sister.
Oh, how's Precious doing today?
She's doing okay. She's lying. I don't know whether she's asleep or whether she's just lying there at the moment.
No, Boone. I saw you were over there sleeping. That was good.
Boone been today?
What's that?
How has Boone been today?
A little wild, man, you know? When I go someplace like I did 3 ships today, I had to let him out the back, sneak down the front, go into the garage, drive out, come back, and then let him back in the house.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah, it probably didn't bother him that much.
Oh, he was, the sad part is I don't know what to do about, I got a gate right about this tall, right by the garage. And he jumps up and he's got his front paws on the top of that gate.
Oh, that ain't good.
No,
You're gonna need to put another piece of something on top.
yep. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Lay down. The because
Oh, you need a chihuahua.
I've had several people tell me he's gonna figure out how to go over that fence pretty soon.
If he's getting his paws up there, he's gonna get over it. I can tell you that much right now. If he can get his paws on, he's gonna get over it.
Yep.
It just depends on how anxious he gets when you're not there. Because if you're not long, you probably is he jumping on it when you're leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you have to change that then. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Your personal moving and storage.
Yeah, what I would do is, it's a wooden fence.
No, it's a metal fence. You
Well,
know,
you're gonna have to get,
it's like a metal fence.
yeah. You have to get you like a metal gate about but the size of it, maybe screw it in the back to make it about another 2.
2 foot taller, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would go. I would find a metal gate that you could put on the inside, and you could put 2 or 3 screws in there. That would make it that much higher, so you can't jump up there.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. I got people coming home all over the place. They're hearing that.
Mm.
Right.
President Trump has a clear.
You're doing a good job, but you don't need to do the job. You don't have to work right now. You're doing a good job, but don't work. Just go relax
Lay
somewhere.
down, lay down.
Oh, shit. I gotta go back to my car.
Why would you forget?
9mm.
Oh,
It's back in the back. I forgot I had it with me.
so you got a camera in your car.
No, I just left it. It's
No.
locked. I'm not worried about that. Oh, I'm gonna go get it now. Be right back.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you because my mind, you give me a little bit of time and I'll forget about it.
No, I grabbed everything. And I haven't been carrying it with me. I went to New Orleans. That's when I carried it.
Yeah.
Speaking to that, And I totally missed that. I like went from being like, I don't want to talk about politics, and I don't want to alienate anyone to like, I want to talk about it, and now I'm scared to. And that's just. I'm wrong saying that, you know, group that has Kathy Griffin in there. Walk around the head of the doctor's person, and said, well, we and the ground water. And they're all fearful of this one's going to go to the Dallas. Well, nothing happens to them. Like, she worked in the if you think about, remember during the long years, Saturday Night Live, they have a big podcast. And something maybe it felt until even today, they have a fight. So I think a healthy democracy is one that can have humor, that allows for grace for everybody to have an outlet to laugh about things and to be able to laugh at it. But Jesse, I mean, explaining that just now for your docs. The people, the Democrats are docs. I think
yeah, the weather here's just been kind of okay, but it's chilly, 37 degrees. But it's brighter, but it's, as you can see, it's overcast.
Mhm. It feels like it's getting chillier here now as well.
Yeah, I don't know what the weather's supposed to be next day or so. Let me see if I can pull up the weather.
We're at 8.
This is an imaginary story.
42 at the moment.
She has never made a little joke that I can remember. Who's she afraid of?
Wednesday morning and through Wednesday afternoon, it's calling for snow to last for 6 hours.
And we're not getting snow. We might get rain.
Let me screen share this.
Well, 3 to 7 mile an hour winds.
So she's kind of playing at imagine.
There's the snow and ice and stuff there like that. And here I am right there.
Right now, during the celebration of that.
$2,500 total cash allowance on 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee lots. See your local Jeep brand dealer today.
Some stupid people.
Hey,
Now,
Rob.
Justin,
I got a text just now saying that I failed to pay a toll tag on March 28, 2025.
Where was the toll at?
Listen to the date, March 28th, 2025.
Today is March the 25th. That's funny.
It was. I looked at it. I tell you back and said, got the wrong date, bitch.
thank God. Justin,
That's funny.
I think Justin was trying to get in, but he seems to have disappeared again.
Paul didn't let him in.
No, I didn't let him in. Oh, there we go. Admit. Yeah, there we go. Yep.
Yeah, there he is.
Paul was saying, we heard you knocking, but you can't come in.
Mhm.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah. Well, we heard you say sup, and that was about it.
What's that?
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
just
looking
think-
to see what's going on in the news today.
All right.
I haven't really been watching the
What's
news the
going
last couple days.
Well, they're saying that there was a meeting between a bunch of security advisors and they were texting back and forth on some
Hello,
secured
Rod.
server. And there was some news reporter supposed to be on there and said they were giving plans, battle plans. And he said, yeah, they're doing all of this, all Hedgesmith, all of them need to resign. You know, it's probably a fake story. You know, another one of those Russian hoax shit. They said they didn't even know how the guy got into that. You know, first off, if he's in some way he's not supposed to be, they ought to go after him.
What's up, Jim?
Because if he's some way he's not supposed to be, listening to top secret stuff, he's the one that should be going, that they going after right now.
And you know it's bound to be fake.
You ever put a video together and put a song on it and then you don't like the song on
Nope.
it? It's just like the song worked, but it don't work to me.
Uh-huh.
It does and
No.
it doesn't, right?
Yeah, it's actually not bad for it, but I just don't want, I'm gonna see something else. I need something else that will probably work a lot better.
What's it for?
It's that flight I did today.
Yeah.
It can't be fast. It's got to be cinematic. And this is just, it's too repetitive to be what I want.
Well, what would a good song be about crashing?
Ask Johnny. Ask Joe Fortaleo.
Get one about the invasion of Poland.
I know the song. I got a song here. I remember. I can't remember the name of it.
I hate when you got a song in your head. You're trying to remember the name.
Sorry, was I just being too subtle there?
Now this is an Epidemic Sound song that I've got, but I just can't remember what it was. It's right here. It's like, come on. Cause I was thinking about it on the way home. That's the song I want to put with. I just can't remember the name.
Or like when you're trying to remember, like you can remember the beat to the song, but you can't remember the words. You're like, fuck,
Yeah.
dude. Because if you can type in that iconic, like, line from the song, usually YouTube or something will be able to find it from that.
Yeah.
And you'll just be sitting there thinking of the beat. You got the beat in your head. You just can't think what the words are.
Just hum it to Spotify.
No, that ain't gonna help. There's one of their, somebody on Epidemic did it.
It's not called Spotify, is it?
No.
Shazam.
Shazam. I have Shazam on my phone on the front page just for emergency.
That was the movie with Sinbad, right?
Yeah, I think the Genie got a Publishers Clearinghouse check in that movie as well.
I always
It
remember
is.
on on the Banana Splits, where they had the, the cartoon of, was it Alibaba or whatever?
Banana Splits.
There was the one that could change into animals. Always just go, size of a.
I don't know what
You're
you're
making
talking
me
about.
hungry. Stop.
Was that an old cartoon or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, it was on the Banana Splits. Have you never seen the program, the Banana Splits?
Never heard
No.
of it. No.
No, I never heard of it either.
About it starts. It was like four big furry animals.
No,
No.
I never heard of it. Maybe it was a show that wasn't over here.
I thought it was an American show to begin with, to be honest.
I mean, it's possible it could have been and just didn't do popular over here. Maybe it did better overseas. I don't know. I've never heard of that. Banana Splits. What's the show?
What was it? Fleagle, Droopy, Bingo, and Snorky.
Yeah, it was a Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Cartoon. So yeah, it would have been American.
Well, the program wasn't cartoons.
When did it come out, Justin?
The Banana Splits were actually like people in costumes.
Doesn't say a year, but it.
But it had
Okay, yeah.
cartoons in it.
They were like they kind of look like the fucking Chuck E. Cheese animatronic puppets.
Yeah, a dog, an elephant, a bear.
Yeah, I don't remember them, but it was made by the same
monkey.
company, production company that did like Fred Flintstone and all that. It was American television.
The Arabian Nights was the name of the cartoon.
It was definitely an American program. Trying to see.
Mhm.
What are we talking about?
Let's see what.
Who is she talking to, Aubrey? Who is she talking to? Who the hell's lying?
Well, they were on for about an hour and they showed about 5 different cartoon programs during it.
Okay, so it was released September 7th, 1968, and then it ended in September 5th, 1970. So it was only around for a couple of years.
Couple of years, yep, okay.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I don't remember that show. That was a little bit before my time, but I don't remember it. I mean, they almost look familiar, but they kind of look like Five Nights at Freddy's and fucking Chuck E. Cheese characters. So I'm not sure if that's what I'm remembering in my head. You know, because they do. They look like they would be out of like one of those.
That vintage, huh?
That's exactly what they look like. They look like old Chuck E. Cheese animatronic,
See, that's what I was
And-
thinking. I was thinking Chuck E. Cheese. So,
or like Five Nights at Freddy's type look to them.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey, Ed, how you doing?
Good, good.
Johnny, what's up?
Not too much.
Ed.
I
I mean, I watched a lot of that stuff when I was a kid because my dad used to play like Popeye and all that when I was a kid. I don't remember that show.
Good afternoon, everybody in the chat. I'm not going to say names because I don't want to get beat up again.
Jim said that he used to watch him when he was growing up in the 70s.
Well, it was only around for 2
Yes.
years, so
yeah, but we probably repeated quite a bit.
Johnny, how you doing?
okay, no, I got it wrong. It's 1960 to 1970, and its syndication was from 1970 to 1982. That would have just been playing reruns, though, right?
Yep, yep.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they stopped playing them in 1982. So yeah, I wouldn't have seen that because I was born in 85.
You're still a young puppy.
Yes, he is.
And there wasn't really like places to go like download shit like that back in the day. So like if you wanted to watch something nowadays like that, you just go to YouTube and find where somebody posted episodes or something.
Hmm.
And a feature-length comedy horror film adaptation, the Banana Splits movie, premiered at San Diego Comic-Con on July 18th, 2019.
Wow.
It was
Oh,
released
really?
I didn't even know there was a movie.
I wonder if Five Nights at Freddy took a page out of that. I don't know. How old is Five Nights at Freddy? I don't know
Don't
how long
know.
that story's been around. I don't think it's that old.
Is it Five Nights of Freddy or at Freddy?
It's Five Nights at Freddy. As I said, that's the first thing I thought about when I saw him. So I'm wondering if that line of movies came as like a. I wonder if it was kind of like modeled after that or inspired by it. No, because the first one came out in 2014. So that would have been before that. Huh. Learn something new every day. It's kind of a cheesy horror movie, DJ. It wasn't really all that good, to be honest. It was okay. I'd say it's worth one watch at least. I don't know if I'd ever go back and watch it again, but
It's not a repeat offender, huh?
no, I mean, it was enjoyable enough to sit through the whole thing and watch it, but it wasn't like amazing or anything. It was just my opinion. It wasn't.
Frank was born in 86.
No, his kid was born in 86.
Oh, his
Jody
kid
is
was
not
born.
that young. I'm sure he blushed when he said that, but tell Mark I'll never forget them always driving around those 6-wheel ATVs,
Yeah, that's right.
chasing each other on the beach and everything. What
Like
Jim
stick
said.
wheels side by sides.
I'm sure you made Jody's day though.
Mhm.
Walking around the house all puffed up, thinking he's better than everybody.
Mhm.
Look at me, I'm so young.
Johnny says, Joe, another 100 ducks.
Lord help me.
Oh,
John,
Johnny, I actually found one of those ducks at the gas station at Wawa. Somebody set it on one of the big, like, red barrier things. It was a little.
Johnny has too
translucent
much
pink
time
duck.
on his hand. These ducks are like this big. He's got like
Yeah.
300 or 400 of them printed.
Yeah, the same one that he printed, I found a translucent pink one that somebody 3D printed, and they were leaving them all over the gas station. And I picked
Well,
one
I
of them
know
up.
why he's printing them, and I think it's hilarious. I wish you could video it.
Fucking that way you can chuck them in your car, so you'll be finding them for years.
Oh,
No, I
Yeah, I
found
think
one
it's
though that somebody
hilarious.
I saw them all over the gas station. I only picked one of them up, but somebody was setting them all over the outside of the gas station. Little tiny ones, like he was printing a little pink, but they
Well,
were
how
translucent
many
pink.
do you think were scattered around the gas station?
I saw like 10 or 15 of them.
Okay.
Just walk into the car from the front door, because I had to pass like all the tables and stuff that they have around the edge of the building, because I was parked like towards the back. I just picked one of them up. I left the rest of them there so other people could find them. But they printed them in a pink filament. It was like a translucent pink filament.
Mhm.
And I barely noticed it. Like those things are really small when you see them in person.
So
And I
here's a
still
bug
have it
for you.
somewhere.
So on this video, the drone actually has an 8S battery. So it should be like 29 point something volts. The O3 air unit or the O4 air unit doesn't recognize it. Being 8S, it maxes out.
Yeah, that's the same age as me then, Jim. I
I was too
turned
afraid to punch it.
66 in August.
my birthday is in August too, Mark.
Hmm?
My birthday's in August too.
Mine's on the 5th.
Well, mine's the 4th.
Ah, and my dad's is the week before, on the 28th of July.
I'm
And
barely touching the throttle and hitting 60.
It's 90 this year.
That's a long time.
Mm,
The shit your dad has seen over the years.
yeah.
Wonder how long it's gonna take DJI to figure out that it's 8S. Because it still shows 25.5 volts. I'll just say there's not enough room in my backyard for this drone.
And your
And
dad
it's
was born in
fast.
what, 35, Mark?
Mhm.
What year was your dad born? 35? 36?
35, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But he's still hanging in there, right?
Yeah, in 1965, he was 30 years old. That's crazy to think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's right. And we got married at when did they get married? They got married in September 1958.
Yeah, he would have been 50 when I was born. Jesus.
And I was born
Where's that?
August
Okay,
1959.
Mark's
So he was-
dad.
So what was he, 20? 58 and 35.
Props in view on this one too.
23, something like that, when he was married.
Wow.
That's
That was after getting back from Korea.
Yeah, your dad has seen some transformations over the years, some technology and everything. Jesus.
My dad still won't have a mobile phone.
Especially
He hasn't got Sky. He hasn't got cable. He hasn't got the internet.
especially with cars anyway.
I mean, with everything, like,
Oh yeah.
just,
I mean, the amount of times me and my dad have been working in the garage on our cars till like 1 o'clock in the morning. We never took anything to a garage to be repaired. It was always done in my dad's garage.
that's just crazy to think of all the shit he's seen over the years.
Mm.
I should throw my throttle in my OSD.
Yeah, it gets weird though, because now I think, well, he's only 24 years older than me. I mean, when you're younger, your dad seems to be, you know, a lot older than you. But now it's different. He's only 24 years older than me. That's nothing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, when you were a kid, he might as well have been 40 to you.
Yeah. I mean, Mum was 87 when she went.
That's a long time too.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. And at the moment, he's been in hospital for just over 2 weeks now after having his hip done.
Is he still pretty mobile at his age, or?
Well, he was till he fell and broke his hip the other week, but yeah. He gets around on a stick. He's got a replacement knee in the same leg as his replacement hip now. And he was waiting for the other knee to be done.
Have both
But
things out at the same time?
Well, they won't do them at the same time, no.
Oh,
Probably, yeah, probably not at his age, 'cause that's a lot on your body.
Not at any age. They won't do them at the same time.
Yeah,
if
like I
it's
said, that's just a lot of
It-
stress on your body.
It's
If
too
it's-
awkward to get the physiotherapy for
it,
both of them done if you can't move the other one as well.
if it's two knee replacements, then there are some doctors that will do both in the same day.
Andrew.
What's up, Joe? His dad's friend had both his knees done the same day.
Yeah, but he's talking about knee and hip.
Oh, no, they won't. Likely not.
Oh, he had his knee done a couple of years ago.
What, he wants the other knee done?
Yeah. But he fell a couple of weeks ago and broke his hip. So they did a hip replacement so that it doesn't take as long to heal.
I would suggest waiting a bit and then getting the knee done.
Well, he's waiting for him to contact him to get it done.
In the meantime, he can get on the list, so when they are ready, he can get in and get it done.
Oh, he's on the list.
Oh, good.
Don't forget, things don't cost any money over here.
I
So
know, but it
just
takes a while to get on the list for the doctor.
Yeah. It's just a question of waiting for the operation. But like I said, he's 90, nearly.
He's 90?
He'll be 90, 90 at the end of July.
Yeah, the hip, they can do the knee. Nah, I'm not sure that the knee is worth it at 90.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. But they probably, I mean, it depends.
Why not?
Is he
Why-
is he in strong, good shape? Or
Other than the fact that he's having trouble walking because his knee's shot. But yeah,
Once he does the knee, he's going to do a marathon.
yeah, no.
what
He might go and play a few rounds of golf again if his knee gets done.
is that a shirt,
I mean,
Joe?
a
No, those are
Hawaiian
shorts.
shirt.
Hawaiian shirt.
Oh,
I mean, Hawaiian shirt with USA drone flyer all over.
Here's the forecast.
all I see is flowers.
Oh, nice.
An abundance of clouds and
Oh, now I
But
see
that's the
drum fire.
whole logo. I wish I would have waited,
and a low of 26 degrees.
but that'll work.
Because your black blends with the black of your background.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I like this. This came out nice.
That looks nice. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah. He looks like he's ready to go on the neighborhood luau.
I'll put it to you this way.
Wow.
It only cost me like $12 on Temu. I might order
Oh,
a new one.
wait a minute. You're just gonna tell me Temu was junk, and anybody that buys anything at Timu,
Temu is junk. I may wash it one time and I'll fall apart. You know, I don't know.
It's
I
like,
can wear it one
dissolvable-
time for $10.
it's like dissolvable underwear.
yeah.
We've all seen it, the dissolvable swimsuit.
So Timo put the logo on your shirt there?
Yeah,
too?
they screen printed it all over. Like I said, I may find a different color and do it with the what you call it, with the new logo, just the logo, you know.
Better watch it. Some Chinese manufacturers are gonna start selling your shirts.
Well, then I better not give them the
Yeah,
new
see.
logo, huh?
You see
DJI.
Captain Joe America shirts all over fucking Temu. Like 20 different sellers.
Who's this guy?
So, how's Florida there, Rod?
Nice.
It's not moved yet.
It's still in the same place.
Justin, are the kids behaving themselves on the bus?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with my kids.
No, the other kids on the bus.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't have a problem with them.
Ah, yeah, you see, now he's referring to them as his kids now.
They don't mess with me.
What do you do? Threaten to undo your belt? I'm gonna whip them with it or what?
All you
No.
need to do is threaten to turn the Wi-Fi off.
Yeah, you got
No.
free Wi-Fi on your buses, right?
Yeah.
What do you tell them? Don't make me pull this bus over.
Oh, he
Ju-
doesn't drive. He's in the back.
oh,
I know.
Justin,
No, they're just don't mess with me for my sheer size. I tower over 'em.
Justin just gives them the sticky eye, you know, like that movie.
Gives them the look. Yeah.
Mm.
There's the bus look. You know, you're busted.
No, they don't mess with me.
I don't think they'd mess with Joe either.
I don't really care. So how's that look? Right there.
Ooh.
Where's that?
That's the new Canal Lighthouse. That used to be the Coast Guard Lighthouse. This is Southern Yacht Club, and that's the city of New Orleans in the background.
Oh wow.
How
Joe, did I
far?
give you permission to show my hotel?
Yeah,
How,
that's actually right here. That's high-rise apartments.
Johnny,
I-
send it to Joe. Don't send it to Paul. We'll
Joe,
never
I,
find it.
Joe, I think you should send the link for that shirt to Lloyd
Oh, yeah.
so
That's a
that
good-
Lloyd can get one made up with his logo on. Because he's always wearing Hawaiian shirts now.
I'm waiting to see if Lloyd actually goes back to Hawaii with his Hawaiian shirt.
I don't know.
I
he's
wish
got-
I had a couple of real Hawaiian shirts. I used to have a bunch of them.
I've got a few upstairs, but they're not from Hawaii. There's a
Hey,
couple,
Johnny, was that pic you sent me earlier?
a couple of them were from the Seychelles, but
There's a few Hawaiian shirts from Tommy Bahama that are higher end,
From
but they're
where?
more expensive. Tommy Bahama. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of it, Paul?
Gotta take a phone call here.
I've got
What?
some. I've got some
Tommy,
Hawaiian shirts from here, and I've got some from the Seychelles, but that's about it.
Tommy Bahama.
Don't know
There you go. That's what
I-
Johnny sent me.
him. Oh, that's what Johnny sent you. Okay.
That's all them little ducks. That's 100 of them, I think. I think he's got about 300 printed.
What's he gonna do with
What's
the
he gonna
ducks?
do with them?
I can't tell you. Top secret.
So there is a plan for the duck.
Oh, there's a plan. I hope he videos.
Okay.
Hope they get some kind of video of this.
So the question is, who's gonna record it?
I take it
Couldn't
that
tell you.
this is going to happen at the meetup. Then I take it. He's not. What's it in? So probably the answer is yes.
I don't know if I don't think TSA will give you a hassle if Johnny flies from New Orleans to Florida.
My father-in-law tried to give me some Hawaiian shirts. I'm gonna tell him, I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I despise Hawaiian shirts. I don't want them.
What about loose fishing shirts?
Actually, my majority of my shirts are Under Armour. I like Under Armour shirts. I like tight fitting
Yeah.
shirts.
Yeah, you gotta have that tight fitting shirt to suck all that stuff in. Huh?
I,
Show his body off to somebody.
I like quick dry shirts. I've got a ton of them.
No, I like Under Armour because they're light, they're tight fitting, but they're very airy. They, they
But,
don't feel.
My
heavy.
mic picking up the music.
The only thing I
Oh,
don't like about Under
no.
Armour, the only thing I don't like about Under Armour, the price.
Yeah, but they'll last for a long time though.
I think
Dude, an
Rod's
Under Armour shirt will outlast a Hanes shirt or any other shirt you'll buy
I-
at most retailers.
I think Rod has seen the price for Under Armour shirts.
I bought 3 extra because I usually buy a little bigger than what I actually wear because they'll
No.
kind of shrink down as
No.
you wash them. So I usually buy double XL and then they'll shrink down to an extra large. And I bought a 3-pack. I think I paid $25 for them. And they've lasted almost 2 years. Still good shirts.
Lucky.
Never heard of them.
It's
Lucky.
Under Armour's kind of a fitness type company. that
Yeah, they
sells a
are
lot of
fitness.
They sell a lot of fitness clothing.
They
But
they
it's
do.
like not
Probably
cheap.
why I've never
Good
heard of
stuff.
them. Then
Paul, you've heard of Under Armour, haven't you?
What?
You've heard of Under Armour?
No.
Yeah, they don't give
Really?
you an Under Armour shirt market at McDonald's when you're getting your free pie.
Heck, I
The
see Under Armour stuff at Marshalls.
the only thing I can think of wearing them for is under my leathers.
You know what really pissed me off is I actually went to the Under Armour store in Orlando And they had no t-shirts, nothing in there. It was all backpacks and fucking shoes. I was like, how do you guys not have any of your pants, any of your shirts, nothing? You guys don't have anything in here. They had none of their clothing stuff. I literally had to go to I think that's where Sarah went, was Marshall's, and got me a couple Under Armour shirts. But their actual store at the mall they didn't have any of their stuff in there. I was like, what the fuck?
Hmm.
I was gonna stop in there and buy 2 or 3 shirts, and they didn't even have any. All they had was socks, shoes, and a bunch of backpacks.
Well, apparently I rolled over Loki's tail. He didn't like that.
Uh-oh.
I saw that, Jim. I saw what you said about Joe. You retracted it.
Good.
I entered a competition to win a camera body today, Joe.
From what?
A Canon EOS R1.
No, who did you enter the competition through?
It's one of the ones that I use regularly. It's camera competitions.
Was it like a Facebook group or something?
Yeah, kind of. That's what I
Okay.
advertise mostly.
I know
What's
a few
up,
people that
Johnny?
won some shit off of those Facebook groups.
Yeah.
Somebody won a printer off of there not too long ago off of one of those.
I go in for some of the 3D printer ones because they're usually the Bamboo X1 Carbon.
Yeah, somebody I know about a year or two ago won a 3D printer. I just can't remember who the hell it was. Won one off of
Wait,
Facebook group.
And there's
Oh.
quite a few that do drones as well.
Justin, I thought you were thinking of, say, David, Laura and David.
No, David bought his.
No, well, David did win an Xbox about 2 years ago, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
When the new Xbox came out, he won one. And I don't even think he signed up for whatever competition he got put in. And apparently they just contacted him one day and said it was out for delivery.
So somebody won and put in his address.
No, it came under his name. He just didn't. I
It
don't
was
think
up-
he.
It was probably entered into a competition for buying something else.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
it was or something. Because if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but I think he said he didn't remember signing up for anything, or I can't remember. But
Speaking
it was,
of
it was a
which-
couple of years ago.
Speaking of which, where is he?
I don't know. He posted on
No.
Facebook today.
You know, David, sometimes he just takes some time off from social media.
Yeah.
He'll come back for a little bit. He comes in and out when he wants to.
That's what she said.
Is there's top? Oh God, here we go.
This might seem a little off, but Justin, is it legal to own a kangaroo down
I
there?
don't fucking know. I mean, that all depends on exotic animal laws. I
I
don't
doubt
know.
it.
I don't know about Florida, to be
Oh.
honest.
Apparently, it's legal to own a kangaroo in South Carolina without a permit.
Right, because it goes by whatever your state's rules are on exotic animals.
I suppose the only plus part is that they only have one young at a time.
TJ was saying earlier on here, Justin, that he wants a rabbit.
Who was that guy that he owned a big like lion? It wasn't Tiger King. It was another guy years before him. He owned it was like a zoo in one state, and they didn't have like any regulations, and it was a bunch of lions and shit. Remember, he let them loose.
Yeah, just
And,
let him go. Yeah.
Yeah, and the local police department and then sheriff's department, all his law enforcement had to get together and go like hunt these fucking things down because he let them all loose. I think he got in a shootout with the cops or something happened. He let him out and then he killed himself or something or another. I remember it was years before Tiger King though. It wasn't Tiger King.
Was that New York or no?
I don't remember. I just remember there was a guy back in the, might have been 90s, maybe early 2000s. And I think what happened was he let them all go and then he killed himself. Because something was going on in his life and he
And
let all the animals go. And there was like, I think monkeys and fucking lions and all kinds of shit he let out.
hi, Jim.
And like they had to have
outbursts in
a bunch
public?
of they had to have a bunch of local hunters and law enforcement come in to try to hunt all of them down. What the hell was that? Trying to remember what that was exactly about.
Wow, that's-
Jim, that's called a photographic memory.
Well, a monkey. I would love to have a monkey as a pet.
Or it might have been bears or something. Oh yeah, it was in Ohio. It said owner kills self, sets wildlife animal free. That was back in, oh, when was this?
Jim is talking to you, Justin.
It was back in 2011. Hold on a sec, Jim. Give me a second. Sheriff's deputy shot nearly 50 wild animals, including 18 rare Bengal tigers, 17 lions, and a big game hunt across the state's countryside. Yeah, so he let them all go and then he killed himself right after he let them go.
Did they catch every single one?
Yeah, and it was also 3 leopards, a grizzly bear, and 2 monkeys.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they got them all, but it was they had. I remember they had to have like a
That-
bunch of. They were pulling in like every redneck with a fucking gun,
that
and that knew how to hunt and everything, and law enforcement and wildlife services. Like they had hundreds of people out there hunting these animals. And I think it
That's
took them about a week to get them all.
that's a big operation.
I mean, that's all you can really do, though. The best thing to do is get a bunch of locals that are hunters that are familiar with the area. That's the best ones to get for that.
Yes, Jim's droning. Yes, he is.
25 phone numbers that are in my contacts, plus all phone numbers from rights from work in a day. I'm under tall. I'm like almost 6'2", but I'm about 240 pounds, but I'm not like overweight or anything. I'm just big. That's what I said when I first time I got on the first day I was on the bus. One of the kids walked on. He goes, "Normally we have short old women. 'Cause you're big." That's what he said. He looks at me. He goes, "You're big."
You're big.
I said, "We're gonna have a problem." He said, "No, I was just saying you're big." And he sat down.
I thought he was gonna say, "You're not a short old woman."
No, that's what he said. The first thing he said to me, I like laughed. I was like, he was like, "Normally we have short old women." He goes, "You're a big guy."
Jim. Jim said, "Yeah, Justin, I just have a feeling if I come on panel and sing Elvis, Joe's gonna block me and kick me off."
You won't be singing any worse than Paul this morning. Well, last night, when I heard you on one of the shows, you were singing, I was thinking, boy, I'm glad he don't have a day job. If that is day job, he'd be broke.
Thank you very much.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Well, as long as
No.
you heard it, Joe, I appreciate your
I can't remember.
following.
I think it was yesterday, and when I started hearing, I had to take the earbud out. I figured when your lips stop moving, I could put it back.
Mhm.
No.
Come on then.
I hope you know your own phone number, Jim. Jim's droning.
Yeah, here's the link to the article if anybody wanted to look at that about the guy that set the wildlife loose.
What'd you do?
Anybody was wanting to look at that.
Why are you in here trying to bait?
Get more testing to do. I need to run and get it done.
Okay,
shoot, we got something.
okay, Rod, we'll see ya.
All right.
Have fun.
Oh, I was about to ask him about the Signal app.
The what app?
The Signal app with the
The what
Secretary
app?
of Defense. It's a messaging app called Signal.
The what app?
Fuck's sake. I'm jumping off. I'll catch y'all later.
Hi, Justin.
Okay,
Bye, Justin.
Justin.
Oi. Stop it, you. Did you say the classified info thing possibly shared over their messaging app, Paul?
I got the first salty of the year is coming up the St. Clair River.
Jim, I didn't know if you wrote on the back of a business card. But Jim, you actually have a very good memory then. You have several phone numbers plus 25 tail numbers for planes. So do you remember quite a few call signs then, huh?
Oh, it's not plugged in. Oh, shoot. Not plugged in.
Well, we hear you.
I'm not plugged in. Trying. Hold on.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey! How are you, Paul?
Hey,
How
there
you
you are.
doing?
How's life going, Paul?
Another day in paradise.
How's the new little doggy doing?
Well, he's a character.
Right. Okay. Well,
He's
people say that
he's
animals
he's
don't have
got
a
more
soul.
energy than this old man.
People say animals don't have a soul. That is not true. That is not true.
They do.
Yes, they do. Of course they do.
And they also have a personality.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, big personality.
Yep.
Anybody
It's
that
good to see you,
says
Andrew. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you, brother?
good, you
Okay. Right.
surviving pollen season.
Eddie's been just hanging out other places, right, Eddie?
Right. It's okay to have a personality, right? And
Yeah.
so do they. You're telling me Mia didn't have a personality?
Oh, she had
Come on,
a
right.
wonderful personality.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Is it pollen season up there, Eddie?
Here comes that salty I was telling you guys about.
Yeah. Well, it's coming through right now.
Yep.
What ship is this?
It is
You were kidding, Jim.
Patagonman. Patagonman.
Patagonman?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that thing looks like it's moving so fast through there. That looks really fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's moving along. Pretty good clip.
Yeah.
What, 12
I would
knots?
say at least a few knots.
Well, wait a minute. I'll tell you how fast he's going. Oh, it says he's only doing 6 knots, but I don't believe that.
No, that thing is moving, dude.
Camera looks
Oh,
like
he's doing 8.8 knots now.
Okay.
He slowed down for a ship that was taking on fuel.
I see that big one in the back. What's that, like a pleasure cruise ship?
Yeah, somebody bought that, and it's an old one, and it just sits there, and the doors are open and everything, and it's going to hell, and nobody knows what they're going to do with it.
We'll see. they could turn it into an event
In all
space.
honesty, you better hurry up. That thing's gonna break, right?
How seaworthy is it?
Oh, it's real strong.
I mean, it's floating. So
Somebody was telling them to turn it into condos, and somebody else was telling them to make it into a party
do you
bars
trust your condo
like a
where it's
casino.
gonna? It could sink.
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe.
Could they turn it to, say, a restaurant?
Yes. But it's got, see all the rooms that are in there?
Yeah, a lot of rooms. Yeah. Yeah, I see them.
This door is wide open.
Yeah.
Door down here is wide open.
Yeah.
So the interior has got,
Well, the interior probably needs a little bit of TLC.
yeah, a lot of TLC.
Well, our whole universe needs TLC, so that's a thing, right? Okay. Right? I'm not wrong. Everything decays
Good night, Jim.
over time, right?
Okay,
Bye,
Jim,
Jim
take
Stoney.
care.
Yeah.
So what's new in your world, Eddie? Anything?
Everything's going well. The only problem I've had right now is the weather, Paul. If I
Yeah.
live so close to you, it's been nasty. It's really windy right now, and the sun. Did you get snow yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a lot of it, but it snowed on and off all day.
And then it
long.
melted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because right now it's 37 degrees here, Eddie. So.
Yeah. Same.
But it still feels sub.
I mean, it is nasty. My little doggy does not want to go outside. He does not.
You're getting two or three seasons in less than a week, right?
Yeah. We got snow coming tomorrow.
Yeah, I did not like it. Yeah.
What's up, Eddie?
Same.
Hey, Joe's here.
Been here.
Yeah, I know, but you took off for a
You
while.
walk.
I had clothes I had to put over to the dryer. I forgot.
Okay.
What up, Cat? I
Duh.
hope the babies and the animals are well, Cat.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
They're aggravating right now, but
Johnny, you still in here?
You
No,
want
I
a good
don't
American
think
who knows
I don't
what
think
American
Johnny's
is
still
about
here.
to be? Joe knows. I would trust you, Joe. I'd
What?
follow you into battle any day, my friend. Any day.
well, I'm not going too close. I'll just be shooting from a distance.
All right.
Ain't got to worry about that.
All right.
We don't have to worry about Joe's not armed because we all know
Yeah, we
he's
already
well
know.
armed.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
Isn't that right, Isn't that
right?
right,
Like
Joe?
he uses them for a reason, right?
Yeah, I went to New Orleans today, and
Good dude.
I brought my big gun.
hmm
I brought the one with 20 rounds.
Okay.
And like I said, I got back here, forgot I had it in the car.
I put mine on channel, but we know what that's going to happen. Okay, we can't do that, right? I got a few.
Can't.
It is what it is.
Well,
I'm so
this-
proud of you, Joe. You're a really good American. You know what the Constitution is, and you followed it your whole job. A lot of these cops not doing that today. They're not doing it.
Well,
A lot of people not doing it.
Yeah, fact.
Depending on the state,
Really
some
proud of you.
cops are not a good shot there, Eddie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like our actual Constitution, like our rights.
Yeah.
Joe knows
yeah,
our
yeah.
rights. I'm really proud of you, sir. Thank you so much.
Hey, Joe, any news on your son's getting the job or?
No, like I said, he went yesterday and took the test. Today he was going to do the physical. And he's got to do the polygraph. He hasn't said anything. I've been busy. No. Yeah, he's been busy all day.
So-
Just so you know, Ed, same name. Me and you are Ed.
I'm noticing a trend between the Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie.
With
That's like a
beard.
cartoon, okay?
No, I'm seeing long beard.
Oh, you see it? Dude, Mom would shave this beard off of me in my sleep, okay, if she could. Nah, I love it so much.
Ed's not going to trim his beard either.
Yeah, no. And don't lie, Andrew. You would love a luxurious beard this good, wouldn't
He
you?
just can't grow something like this.
Yeah. He's not allowed.
Well, at one point, my uncle could grow a beard like Santa, white, fluffy, soft.
I get a little bit in the side here where it won't grow. It's just natural like stuff, right? It is what it is. Right?
Yeah, but when you got that much beard, it all just kind of flows in. It don't
Yeah,
you
it kind of does.
You can have spots where that isn't growing, but it's like,
Well-
whoa.
You don't need a beard to be a good true American, Andrew. Just so you know.
True.
You don't need it.
I've had it since a little after high school, so
I mean, it's not looking bad. Just saying.
I just keep it trimmed.
Yeah, not looking bad. Man, how many razors did we waste on this guy? Right? Paul, how many beards did you trim with razors?
Oh, I've got trimmers right there sitting in the bathroom. Just
Oh, you had a beard, Paul?
no, this is the most I've had.
Oh, I
I
thought
started out with a mustache.
I thought your beard used to look like Eddie's
No,
at one
I
point.
bet you it did.
no,
at some
nobody's
point.
beard looks like Eddie's.
Right? Okay.
How long
Okay.
did it take you to grow yours, Eddie?
Oh man, I tell you what, it gets to a certain point because I thought some people, it depends on your genes. Some people it'll grow and grow and grow till it's to your feet. This is the most I can do. It will not go any further.
Oh, really? It's pretty much it, huh?
Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm locked in.
Ed,
It
Ed,
won't
is
go
you're still growing?
Oh yeah,
No, it doesn't go anymore. It won't.
This is all 1 year only.
Yeah.
That's 1 year
Some
beard.
people can grow it to their feet. Some people can't. It's about your genetics.
It was
You
longer.
can or you can't.
I had it trimmed last week.
Sounds like you're the guy who it'll just go to your feet, right?
Oh yeah.
You let it go. Yeah.
If I let it go wild, yeah, I'll just.
Mine won't do that.
And it's not straight like some guys I see.
What does your
Just
wife think
just
about
throws
your
up.
beard, Ed?
You wish I had one.
She doesn't like it.
She doesn't like it. Okay,
So-
Ed.
Where the heck is she? That's all I want to know. You tell me where she is, and I'll let you know.
A while ago, I heard a woman's hair was top of her head, and it went about 8 foot that way.
Right. Now you're getting it.
That's long hair.
Now, guys, especially Paul might know, we're starting to come around where the ladies actually like a guy who's bald, right? That was nothing.
Well,
when
I
was
see
a
a lot
kid.
of people shave their heads.
Yeah. Times are a changing. All right. Okay.
Well, my uncle's been bald since junior year of high school.
I haven't got bald since I got divorced.
You mean which time? We love you, Paul. We know. All right.
I know. You know what I'm talking about too.
Yes,
yeah?
I do. Yep. Yes, I do.
Rolled in the gutter.
Somebody was saying the other day, William Shatner's been bald since he was a teenager.
Yeah, he let his wife drown in the pool as well. Now, I don't know if this is true. That's what I heard. Do any of you know what I'm talking about? Maybe you can say. His wife drowned in the pool.
Last I looked, Shatner has plenty of hair.
No. Apparently, William
I
Shatner,
think he wore a toupee.
he wore a wig all the way through Star Trek.
Pretty sure.
That's,
I'm trying to
that's
be a jerk. I'm just putting it out there.
the first salty of the year coming up the river.
Paul, you seem to remember Star Trek, don't you?
I watch it every day.
I'm surprised he didn't go fly it to Paul.
Ah!
I thought about it, but
Do you think Shatner wore a toupee?
Oh, he did. He
It's
still
a fact.
does. Yeah, he still does. I think. I would think.
Yeah, he still wears one. Yeah.
Lloyd.
The trouble with tribbles.
Joe, you were talking about Lloyd before.
Apparently, John Wayne did as well. He wore
Yes,
a wig.
he did. Yeah, he did.
The
Rose
Lord.
Wayne or something. I forget what his actual name. I think it was Rose. Was it Rose?
Marion,
No, it was
Marion,
Marion.
Michael,
Marion.
Marion
That's
Michael
right.
Morrison.
That's right. Marion. That's right.
Good
Okay.
evening, Mr. Lloyd.
Nailed it.
Lloyd, I never realized that.
Yeah, his name
hey,
was Marion.
Lloyd. It's called
He
yeah.
was really good.
Andrew, it's called a toupee.
I think he was really good. Personally, I thought John Wayne was really good, right? I don't care if his name was Marion. I don't care. He was pretty good. How old? How many of you are old enough to remember? Paul is. How old are you enough to remember the president being an actor?
Singapore. That's where that's from.
Yeah, you
Singapore.
know what I'm talking about.
You mean Ronald Reagan?
Yes, Reagan.
Yeah, he was a cowboy.
He wasn't bad. He was pretty good. Yeah, I thought he was good.
One of our funnier presidents. It's got to be Reagan.
Right?
Just look at the clips.
Right.
He's got
Andrew,
one of,
where are you?
South Carolina,
South Carolina. Okay,
northern
US.
South Carolina.
Okay.
I'm about 45 minutes from the North Carolina border.
Okay.
Now, are you going down to the South Florida meetup?
Me? No, we got plans that week. So
Oh, because Joe would like to go, but he's got the dog. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Love to see you guys in all those spots, but I can't do it.
How far are you from Myrtle Beach then?
I'm in Michigan, so it's like a long way from.
yeah,
not you.
he's up here.
Not you.
I live. I live
Uh,
like 50 miles
Mi-
east. No, west of Port Huron, where he lives.
That's all it is. Yeah.
I think that's a solid 24-hour drive
Oh my goodness!
from Michigan to Florida.
Wow, that's a long way. That is a
How,
long
Andrew,
way.
how far are you from Myrtle Beach?
Me?
Yeah, Myrtle Beach is in South Carolina, isn't it?
Andrew, if you could, would you go that
Myr-
far?
Myrtle is only about 3-4 hours, depending on
Would
traffic.
you go that far if you could, Andrew? Just to see it?
At some point, I'll go.
You would? Okay.
Yeah, you've been to Myrtle Beach before, haven't you?
Oh,
Andrew?
yes.
No, I've never been to Myrtle.
No.
No, I have never been. There's a particular area that you should stay in on Myrtle because another side is not so nice, sketchy, and it's been that way for
Crime.
decades.
That's what you mean. Crime.
It's a big golf resort, isn't it?
Okay.
Part
Yeah,
of
I'm from
part of-
Detroit. I get it. All right. I get it.
Has anybody been to Pigeon Forge
No.
or near Dollywood?
No.
Yeah.
Well, part of Myrtle Beach is like Pigeon Forge.
Okay, guys.
Hey, Lloyd, how you doing?
Is that
Hey,
where
guys, how
Dollywood
you
is?
doing?
Is Myrtle Beach?
No, Dollywood is in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Okay.
So what's everybody
Hey,
up
what's
to?
up, buddy?
Lloyd, what's going on?
What's up, Lauren?
Hi, Lloyd.
Hey
What's
guys.
going on, Lloyd?
So how
How you
y'all
doing
doing today?
brother?
Good,
What-
good, Lloyd.
what-
How are you doing?
Can't complain. I've been busy with my new 3D printer and just it was driving me nuts for a while, and I went back and reset everything, started over with it, and now it's printing off. I couldn't be happier. So, knock on wood. So,
So there was a setting off then, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere along the line, I must have adjusted something I probably shouldn't have, not knowing I did, so I just went back and did a factory reset, started printing off stuff. It's like first thing I printed off after factory reset was this thing. And, it came out nice and smooth and clean and full.
Looks like
You know?
a good print. I don't
Yeah.
see a bunch of junk on it.
Yeah, no, as a matter of fact, it all just came out as clean as could be. So,
It's really clean, yeah.
And fully articulated. And then I'm making I've tried 3 different times to try and make one of these, and they were always something was wrong in my settings, so I just gave up on it. And so today, after I reset everything, so this is what's lovingly referred to as a poop
The
chute.
poop shoot.
Yeah, that's a poop chute. Yes. So I've got
It's crazy
that part
that
made.
the
I'm
printing can
baskets
make
making right
anything.
now. Do I?
It's crazy the printing and make stuff we're not even allowed to make. That's what's cool about it.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with it. For the most part, it's done some really good stuff, but it just, one of the first prints I went to do, it pulled off the bed right away. It's like, okay, this isn't right. And then 2 colors kept separating. And so, didn't have it, but I think it actually might just be the one this is supposed to be a red, but it's more of an orange, but yeah.
Pulling this one out for you, brother. The safety smoke.
Jody says there are a couple new Bamboo Labs, Lloyd.
Yeah, but
Yes, there is.
What do you got there, Eddie?
the reserve smoke. I'm pulling it
Oh,
out.
you got a
I'm
cigarette.
pulling it out. Because this guy's
Wait,
pretty cool.
Are you saying you don't have any left?
That's the only
No,
one
no,
he's got left.
It was gifted and put into a bag. And because
I forgot to put my tooth in today.
I
too.
got this guy. Got this guy with us. Firing it up. Cheers.
Lloyd probably knows the answer to this one. Eventually, don't cigarettes go bad?
Oh,
Oh,
they
yeah.
do. This one
They'll
is
dry
only
out.
so many. Okay, this one is only so many months old, and I'm throwing it away. Right when it gets nasty, I'm throwing it away.
Yeah, no, they can go bad. Example, when I was a kid, my dad had some, what were they? They weren't Viceroys. They were some Victory cigarettes from World War II. They came in as, he kept a pack. Well, they'd been open, so I snuck in there and this was, mind you, this was in the late 50s, early 60s.
When you were a junior?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I snuck in there and stole one of those things. Let me tell you, World War II cigarettes do not taste good.
Not the same.
Years later,
Yeah.
because they about just went up in a puff of smoke. They were so damn dry. So yeah. Yes, Andrew, William Shatner or a toupee. We had this conversation on my show last night. Had you been watching, you would have known these things.
I'll check in it. Promise.
But yeah,
If you can
I didn't know it
link.
either. To be honest with you, somebody, about 3 guys brought it up, including Don, and Don's usually pretty good on his knowledge of stuff, and they looked it up on Google, and sure enough, he'd been wearing one since he's like, he'd been bald since like he was 15, 16 years old. So
Grandma used to smoke the ones that had like the target on it, and I forget what they're called. It was like what I'm talking about? It's like a couple of circles.
That was Viceroys, I think.
Right, yeah, I think it is.
That's what I started out on, because that's what my dad smoked, and I used to.
The only
he had one of
cigarette
these.
I've had This is the first cigarette I've had in like 3 years.
In how many?
3 years.
Why'd you like that one?
I just have one once in a while. Right? Just
Yeah.
whatever.
Once in a while,
Nostalgia.
3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nostalgia.
You stressed
Oh,
about
my
something?
nerves.
Okay.
Where'd Ed go?
I'm here. Am I here?
No, the other Ed.
No,
Oh,
Ed, not Eddie. Ed.
You're Eddie. Where's the other Ed?
yeah, sorry.
The one with the
grass.
The one with the beard and the hair.
And the grass.
I don't have no hair. That's a fact. Lost it
Yeah.
when I was 18.
Yeah, I was about 16 when my hair first
16?
started
I
turning
guess you
gray.
know what I'm talking about then. Mm-hmm.
I didn't lose mine until I was about 30.
Jim, would you agree Dollywood area is a tourist trap?
Has anyone been to Dollywood? Is it good?
No, the area near Dollywood is a tourist trap.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Like all
Yeah.
the like, stuff around it, like the restaurants and stuff.
They got the restaurants, they got the little amusement parks, they got all sorts of stores.
Yeah, they got a roller coaster here, a couple. Well, Dollywood does. Dollywood does. At least that's what I heard.
I hope
I'd like to
Ed
go
didn't
there.
leave
Really.
because I
Where's
was on.
Dollywood at? It's where you are, right?
Who?
Where's Dollywood? It's where he is, right?
In Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, okay.
Tennessee? Yeah.
Somewhere near Nashville.
All right.
Yeah. I think
Mom's
it's.
from Nashville.
I don't know that area that well.
Where all country singers come from, innit?
I
No.
just hope y'all don't
No,
get stuck by
there's
I
a
hope y'all
there's
don't get
the
struck by any
yeah, I
storms.
know.
Those storms
you
were
got the
nasty.
Canadians, you got the Bakersfield from Bakersfield, California, Bakersfield Sound. You've got the Texans like Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How about that one?
George Strait, he's from Texas.
Yep.
You see that
Is
picture of me?
Huh?
I just put a picture of me when I was 21 as my
Is that
background.
you?
God.
Oh my God, you look amazing, bro.
I was 21.
You look
then.
amazing.
Mark,
Oh my God, look at him.
Mark, did you get an afro?
Looks amazing, dude.
I had very curly hair.
I did too.
Oh,
You look so cool, bro. I bet you got hated on. You look so cool.
Mark, there were many that were jealous of that hair.
Right? Right? Those ladies didn't know. They didn't know.
Is Mark wishing he had hair now?
Nah, it's just a pain
You're-
in the ass now. Hair.
No,
Bio break.
you have
like
to keep
now-
washing it.
like now you're missing it.
No. You don't have to wash it when you haven't got it. So much
Hey.
easier.
You don't have to worry about haircuts either.
Nope. That's it.
Of course, I haven't been worrying about one either, but that's
I haven't been to the barber in I don't know how long. I used to go regularly, go to my barber, you know,
I
once
mean,
every 2 weeks.
my hair still grows on the back of my head.
right. Yeah.
So,
Last
Well,
time
that's-
the last time I had my
Shave
haircut
off.
was a little over a year ago. And,
So, are you gonna try to trim it yourself then?
huh?
Are you gonna try to trim it yourself?
I still didn't understand what
Are
you
you
said.
still going to try to trim your hair yourself?
Oh no. Yeah. I ain't
Partic-
trimming it at all. I'm just letting it grow long now. It's
No, particularly
enough
the
of-
back, particularly not being able to see the back of the head.
well, yeah, and it's long enough now. It's you got to remember whenever I'd let my hair grow this long when I was young, it was an afro because I just had that much curl. But about 3 years ago, it started losing all of its curl, and now it just curls up a little bit on the ends, you know. And so yeah, I'm growing it so I can embarrass my children, you know. Have to take their old man out while he's wearing a ponytail, you know.
You want a ponytail?
No, No, I don't. I damn sure ain't wearing a man bun.
Yeah.
And
You
unlike
go
last
see a
night's
ninja.
show, nobody is going to be braiding my beard in South Florida. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard
That
that. They're trying to
conversation.
braid it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the Sulak open yet?
Yes,
So very soon, like very recent then.
it opened, last weekend.
Okay. So we got the ships coming through. You got any plan to film?
Yeah, yes.
I love when you film the ships, Paul. So
Yeah, he's been running. He's been
Yes.
fighting with the dog running. That's why he's not going now.
Are you expecting many ships coming from, say, the St. Lawrence by Ogdensburg coming towards the Great Lakes?
so they are coming. Okay.
Oh, yeah, if you go, Andrew, what you ought to do is, it's a free app called Marine Traffic. You
Yeah.
can look at anywhere in the world and it shows you where the ships are and you tap on them and it tells you who they are, what they're carrying, where they're going.
Yeah.
Is that a Twinkie?
Huh? Yeah. It's just like FlightAware, except
No.
for ships.
The grumpy vlogger said so.
Maybe I need to bring your chat up so I can see what people are saying.
You guys are
Lo-
awesome, just so you know. Love you guys. Yes,
Lloyd, you might find this interesting. Apparently, somebody said Trump is considering getting rid of FEMA.
He's doing what?
He is considering getting rid of FEMA
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
gonna do that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They're
altogether.
That's why I
gonna
love
take
you
it out of
guys.
Homeland for sure.
You guys will talk
What
a
the
little
hell?
bit, and you're okay with it.
Yeah. FEMA is a
Federal Emergency Management Agency.
management
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
administration. Yeah. And it's been a failure for quite a few years now.
What are they
one
trying
that-
to do? Just so you know.
The one
I don't
that's
know.
supposed to turn
Well,
up when they have hurricanes
Well,
and
Eddie, they denied people bringing in free aid to North Carolina after the hurricane.
Okay.
a bit like the Red Cross.
And
It's
people,
The Red Cross is a private entity,
Right.
whereas FEMA it's a Federal Emergency Management Administration. It is owned and run by the federal government. It's
Okay.
right.
whoa.
and it's a failure.
Oh my God!
For
Look
the
at all
most
those
part.
little ticks.
Those are all
Look at all
the
those
ships
ticks.
on the ocean.
Oh my God! Look at all those ticks.
Damn.
The red ones are tankers. The green ones are bulk carriers. The dark blue ones are passenger ships.
Oh my God! There's so many. Why are they
Wow.
going across the land? Like what?
That's
Yes,
not
Jim.
the white. The white is water.
Okay. Wow, there's a lot of them. Oh my
But
goodness.
see, you can pick one out. Okay, let's go down here. There's the
Did you-
Utopia of the Sea,
Yeah.
Because usually there's a bunch off the coast of Savannah.
Wow, that's a
and you
Georgia.
tap on it, and it shows you what it is,
oh, that's really cool.
and you tap on the picture, and you can get a whole bunch of pictures of the
What
Utopia.
is the site? Marine traffic.
Marinetraffic.com.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Or Eddie,
Wonder-
there's an app for that too.
Wonder
Okay.
if you can find the cruise ship that Marcus and Bob and all them are on.
Oh my God.
Bob's on the cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, they left
Ah.
from Puerto Rico.
They were in Antigua the other day when I saw a picture. They Bob Dempsey.
Yeah.
They tried putting this together last year. It was actually it's a drone cruise. You know.
The one they
What-
did last year was just going from Alaska, I think.
Okay.
This one's actually in the Bahamas,
Yeah.
and it ends just in time for them to
They'll
go
be
back to the drone meetup.
That thing.
'Cause,
yeah,
uh,
they'll be
la-
getting off just in I think they disembark on Thursday, I think. I may be wrong, or it may be Friday.
I like the ring, Lloyd.
Yeah,
I think
uh,
They
last-
disembarked in Puerto Rico, so then they've got to fly to Florida.
because last
Oh.
year his cruise was supposed to go from Vancouver and go up to Alaska.
Yeah. But that failed.
Yeah, there wasn't enough people that interested. So this one, they apparently got enough to get a decent discount. Because I saw that.
Yeah, I think Barclay and Jenna and
Barclay and Gen C were on. I saw their picture.
Has anyone
That's
seen the
why-
other
No.
Paul? I haven't seen the other Paul in a long time.
You
Canadian
can,
Paul?
you can
Marcus
change
and
it to,
his
you
wife.
can change it to
Um,
that's satellite maps there.
Has anyone seen the Canadian Paul? Haven't seen him in a while.
No, I
Hodges?
haven't. I haven't.
He's
He's
he's-
just hanging.
Hope he's well.
Oh, yeah.
he came in the chat a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Who's that?
Paul Hodges.
Yeah. Hodges.
Oh yeah. I did see him in the chat the other day.
Where was the ship you were looking for?
It's a cruise ship going round the Bahamas.
From Mark said
Puerto Rico. Went to it was in the Virgin Islands yesterday.
Okay.
So going from the Virgin Islands towards the US?
Well, no,
Does
it'd
that
be
sound-
going down through the Bahamas and then back to
I
Puerto
mean-
Rico.
Okay.
I can't believe how many there are. Like, look at all those dots. Like,
Oh
what?
yeah, these are all ships.
Oh my goodness! Look at them all. They're like covering
Look at that.
everything. What the?
Look,
Wow.
Is it
That's impressive. That really is impressive.
It's a
But-
neat app. It's a neat app to have, and it's a free app, and you can put it on
But,
your phone.
Mark-
So if you're out and about and and you see a ship out there, you can go ahead and all you do is you just zoom in.
And there's
Okay,
a
so
few,
when I'm fishing in the Port Huron, it'll tell me if they're coming.
If there's ship coming, yep.
All right.
and Eddie, there's a few along the coast of Antarctica.
Antarctica. Okay.
You see a blue by Antarctica? There's a
Look at all of them.
yellow.
Oh my God, there's so many. I can't believe how many there are. Now, what do the numbers mean? Like the color? I'm sorry, the colors. Green,
The
red.
red ones are tankers.
Okay.
I'll be back. in
Blue
just a
ones are
second.
passenger.
Okay.
The green ones are like let me. There's a green one right there. See, it's a great big.
You're pulling oil or something, right?
No, tankers are red. The green ones are bulk carriers.
Like containers.
Big ass
Stuff.
container
They're
ships
taking
like that.
stuff.
Like that.
Yeah. Okay. Stuff carriers. Okay.
Yeah.
Eddie, this is kind of like the ship that hits the Baltimore Bridge last year.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that one was bad when the whole thing collapsed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a guy who lives over there. Yeah, that was not good.
No.
But yeah, if you guys ever wonder what ship that is or whatever it is, marinetraffic.com. It's a free app. You can put it on your phone, put it on your computer, whatever you want to do.
It's pretty cool. I like it. How's the new doggy doing, Paul?
He's a wild child.
Has he destroyed anything yet?
No. He hasn't destroyed anything other than just me.
Like paper towels or the such?
No, what the latest was he got out the other day. I don't know how the door, whether he happened to rattle the door and it opened. He got out, shot around. I had to get 3 or 4 neighbors and finally caught him a couple of blocks away in somebody's backyard.
Paul, what's his name again?
Boone, Boon. Boon. Boone.
Boone.
As in
You
Daniel.
better not, Boone. Better not.
He may come to another name.
Well, and then yesterday I had to go up to my credit union, and he was dying to go, so I put the leash on him, put him in my car, and I got out of my car at the credit union because I had to go in, and he shot right past me and out around the credit union and down the road.
He's gone.
Oh, no.
Oh my God. He's gone.
So I chased him around there as best I could. I can't chase him, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got over where the you have the drive up for all the different
Drive through.
cars.
Right.
And I yelled at him, bone, 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 and he looked at me, bone, bone, and he looked at me, bone, and he finally kind of came my way, and he got kind of close to me, and I stepped on his leash real fast, grabbed the
Because
leash,
they
and
couldn't get away. Okay.
put him back in the car.
Paul, grab a small bag, keep it in the center console of treats.
Yeah.
Well, he gets a lot of treats all the time.
Yeah, but if you get to
Sounds
where
like
you've got
a
treats
But
in
if you
front
said, if you say Boone, Biscuite,
Yeah.
he'll come.
Something tells me this little guy,
Oh,
he's not gonna listen, dude.
he comes in the house. He's a beagle. You know how
Yeah.
beagles are, Eddie.
Yeah.
He comes in the house and he'll just run through the house, jump on that couch and jump halfway across the room onto another couch, get up on the back of the couch.
Any person who's had a really good dog who's finicky knows they'll run across the backside of your couch and come down like 100
yeah.
times, right? In a circle,
I've been known to run across the room to jump on a couch.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Don't tell me any of your dogs haven't, right?
Paul, are you
Yeah.
sure?
There's no way my dog can get on the back of a couch.
Are you sure your dog's not an acrobat, Paul?
Oh yeah, well, and I've got an 8-foot security fence out back. And if there's a squirrel in the backyard, he'll chase the squirrel over the fence and they'll be running down the fence. He's jumping up and his head is above the fence.
He's trying to get him.
Ooh.
Trying to get him.
Dang.
Doesn't mean he's a
Yeah,
bad dog.
you're gonna have to
He's
arrange
nice
that fence some kind of way in that one area.
dog, dude.
Yeah, I got a metal gate fence right here between the garage and the house so that you lift up the thing and you open the gate and close it. And he goes out there and jumps up and down and he's like this far up above the gate.
How's the new furnace working out?
Good.
It's been like almost
It's
a year
running?
and a half, 2 years now.
Yeah, it's about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
No issue.
Nope.
Good.
Lloyd, what are you up to?
Nothing. I had to get up for a minute because one of the problems with these printers is when they have this outside unit like mine does, they'll get a bind because it does 4 colors. Well, they have to retract back, and sometimes when they wind it backwards, it
Okay.
overlaps itself. And so, but that's what I've been doing, just 3D printing and trying to get stuff ready
What-
for going to South Florida and stuff like that.
Are you doing Grumpy Vlogger themed giveaway?
Yeah.
Is that what you're printing?
Yeah, well, not right now. I'm printing I did this
Uh,
part today, and then I'm printing the part that fits in here because it's like this fits on the back of it,
He
and then
said
you
yes.
have.
Deal with it.
Joe
He
said,
said yes.
Joe said Johnny has a secret project involving ducks.
Do it.
Johnny has a secret project involving ducks.
Mini ducks.
Oh, I don't have any clue about that.
Yeah, you
But
don't.
yeah, I've been.
Joe said it's top secret.
I'm jealous of that chair, Lloyd. I need a good
It's
chair.
top secret, and when he does it, I want to see it on video.
I could
Joe,
use a chair.
so
just
like,
Well, someone's gonna get on video with that many
So
cameras.
I printed like these are from my new printer. These are,
Ooh,
and
nice.
got few more of those I'm gonna give away. These are some I did from let's see. These are dog tags that I did. It's got the Grumpy Vlogger, and then it's also got the 5th annual South
those
Florida
are
Drum
cool.
Jam. Yeah.
Those are cool.
So got that. And then I've got some let's see, I don't know if I have these. I've got some poker chips and stuff. Yeah, like here's one of my Grumpy Vlogger poker chips,
Oh, that's cool.
and I like that design better. I think I'm gonna go back and do more of these. Now they don't have anything on the back because I haven't figured out I'm not good enough. I'm gonna have to talk to Brad
I don't
Olson
think
how
they
he
need
does
anything
that.
in the back. They're good just
But
the way they are.
I've also
They
got,
are.
let's see,
They're perfect just the way they are. Chat, what do you think? I like them
Now-
just the way they are.
Mel printed
Yeah, they
these
good.
up for me on his because I didn't have my 3 multicolor yet. So these are some of the I got.
Oh, those are cool. That's cool.
That's nice.
Yeah,
that's cool.
and they're actually a 2-part print. You glue them together, but I got about 60 of those, so that's first come first serve on those. So,
Those are really cool.
but he printed those up for me, and
So where are you staying down in Florida?
I'm staying at Uncle Bill's. I'm saying
Uncle
Bill
Bill's,
Remains.
okay.
Yeah. I was going to stay there in the hotel, but he offered me a place, and it's like, well, that's going to save me $300 or $400, $500. So
Yeah.
he offered it, and I said, "Are you serious?" He says, "Yeah, I wouldn't offer it." And he talked to his wife about it, and said, "So I'm going to be staying there."
If the wife approves, then you're golden.
Yeah. So
Is that in the zone
Joe
where-
would like to be able to go, but he's got the 3 dogs, you know?
Is that in the zone where all the hurricanes and stuff went through, Lloyd? Where you live?
No, most of the hurricane damage was over. It actually was up through the Gulf. It went across, well, actually, sort of down where Brenda lives. That part over there, Clearwater area. I think it's Clearwater. That's where my aunt lived, and she got hit twice. And yeah.
Okay, Jim, you take care. Thanks for stopping by.
All right,
How are
Jim.
you, Mark? Haven't seen Mark White. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
It's good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you, I think.
Yeah, been away.
Yeah.
I gotta
Well,
check in once in a while.
Joe's been printing up a storm too, Lloyd.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah,
printed in
he's
a while.
always printing.
I was printing. I stopped. I want to do those. I got to do those heads, all those different, like the family members.
Right.
I'm gonna have to wait till I get caught up with everything.
Hey, Joe, show Lloyd that shirt.
The picture Lloyd sent you of the ducks.
Yeah, post it. I'd like
Oh,
to
that-
see that. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Reminds
look at the you got to look at see the emblem.
It reminds me of Ed
That's
Hardy.
his
Oh,
emblem.
yeah.
You know who Ed Hardy is?
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Timu made it for like about $14 maybe.
That's pretty cool.
Really.
Yep.
I may have to get hold. I may have to see about getting one for the Grumpy Vlogger because I like these Hawaiian Flaherty shirts anyway. So.
There you go.
I'll send you.
But,
I'll send you the link to the number or something for it.
Okay. All right.
I'll go back
cool.
and look it up.
All right. Yeah, I have the same printer. One of my, I have 2 printers now, but my first one is the same one that Joe has. I had a problem where it was either getting clogged or it wasn't printing right, and I changed the ends on it. I went to a hardened steel end on it and all that stuff.
Okay.
Tried everything. Finally, I thought they went to an all metal hot end later, and so I thought, well, hell, what's it going to hurt? I've got one. I bought it when they were selling them for $10. So I swapped out the hot end, the heat sink and everything.
Okay.
And it started printing perfect after that.
So it was an SLA, not a bath one. You know what I'm talking about?
Do what?
It was an SLA one with like the solid stuff, not the bath one where it has like the stuff that
Yeah,
comes
no,
out.
it was a filament printer.
Okay.
Yeah, rather than a
I just want to be clear about that. Okay.
yeah. Now the one I've got, the new one, it's a lot like the Bamboo.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's very similar.
Okay.
It's got a couple features like it's got the filament, can draw moisture in the air and then it doesn't print right. Well, this one it's called their AMS or they call theirs the Ace Pro, but and Bamboo didn't do it. Why they didn't, I don't know. But this one actually has the filament dryer built into it, so you can turn it on and dry it while you're printing.
Really?
So it keeps your which I don't have much of a problem, except maybe in the summertime it gets kind of.
That sounds
Now,
awesome.
have you got the enclosure for your printer or no?
Yeah. This one here is completely enclosed. it also is it's called a core XY, which means just the head moves. And the only thing the bed does is go up and down.
Okay.
Whereas the one like Joe has is a bed slinger where it's going back and forth. So you got a Y axis and a Z
The
axis.
Z axis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y and Z axis, where this other one uses the XY, which depending on the print, sometimes having that bed slinging back and forth, you can accidentally sling the project off your bed.
Okay.
You know,
I can't do it for money, but thank you guys for showing me because I wouldn't know anything about this stuff without you guys. I wouldn't.
well, I don't know that much. Joe knows more than I do.
Right.
And
Drone Shot says, Lloyd, throw a big print.
Right.
in.
do what? Oh, I need to bring
Big
up
print?
the chats.
Jody does a lot of printing.
Yeah, he does. He's the one guy that probably is the.
He's showing us how. Okay. All right. Fist bump to Jody.
Throw a big print in.
That's cool.
Okay.
I want to
Yeah.
get into it, but I'm so scared because I don't know anything about computers. So like where do you start? Like where do you start if you don't know, right?
Well, you don't
That's
necessarily
with you
have.
guys,
You find out from guys, like Joe and me
right?
and Jody. Jody is old school. He does
Yep. He's done it forever.
And
he's
Mike?
he's been doing it for a long time.
Okay.
And
Night Train, David AZ.
right, Night Train is another
And
one.
and Jody is in Michigan.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jody's in Michigan.
I've been looking into laser printing. I don't know if you guys ever seen any of that. Very similar,
Yeah.
but much
Yeah.
easier, I think.
If I were to, starting out, and that's why I went with it's called the Anchormate M5. That's one Joe has and I have. And well, I now have an Anycubic. My new one is a Cobra S1 combo, which has the.
Did you guys see what East Coast Thrills put in there? My bed goes up and down too, especially when she's beating me up.
Yeah. I knew I was going to catch it from somebody.
Somebody started.
I would say the name of the bed that goes up and down, but I can't think of the name of it right now. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Sleep Number.
Yeah.
Sleep Number, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, you start out you start out by watching YouTube videos, but I'll be honest with you, when it comes to learning how to use what's called the slicer, which is the software that makes the
Yes,
print work, that's where
You're on your own.
You're on your own. Well, you are in a way.
That's
You
the
have
part
to
that
really,
was really
and
making me
especially
scared.
like with this one I've got, it's fairly new on the market as far as things go.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people showing you pulling it out of a box and taking out the 8 screws that you got to take out, and then they show you how great it is after it's through printing.
Right.
But they don't show you how in the hell they got there. I've only found
Well,
2 guys that
I'm
actually
starting
show.
to realize that they're doing this because they don't want you to know, right? They don't want you to know. I think.
They don't want you to know how to do stuff. They figure,
Right.
and it is better to learn on your own, but it helps to have a guide.
Well, you need a go-to guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean like Justin? Yeah.
Justin doesn't print anything.
He's a butt face, but I love him. He's
Yeah,
not
well,
a big.
You got that right.
Jody is like you said, he's using a CR10, and that's an older one. That's an old school, but
Okay.
he learned how to print the hard way. And that was, he knows how to fix them, build them, upgrade them, repair them, and all that.
Mhm.
I'm too damn lazy to learn all that, so I just bought one out of the box. So,
Yeah.
and still I had to go through and figure out. And like today, the only thing I could figure out to do, I was so frustrated, and it's a brand new print. I got it on Friday, and here we are on Tuesday, and I was getting frustrated, and there's no reason for it. So I thought, I'm just going to do a factory reset and start over. And try to unlearn any mistakes I made along the way. And so far so good. You know,
You have
but-
to show us some of the things you made when you get there. 'Cause I'd like
Yeah.
to see-
Yeah, I will. As I make more stuff, I will.
Yeah.
Now I have with my Anchormate, I actually 3D printed some dummy heads for my ventriloquist dummies. I built a
Really?
couple of them. Yeah.
Okay. So that
And-
means it's got the hole where the mouth opens and the eyes.
Oh yeah,
move.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm a
All right.
little bit. I don't know if you know who Art is and have seen any of his videos, but I'm a little better than he
I
is.
don't think I do.
Yeah, a lot better than
Yeah, well,
that. Hey, this
Yeah.
is Bucky. This is Bucky.
yeah,
I
his
mean, it
is,
sounds
yeah,
pretty cool to me. I'm just saying.
yeah. It's a fun thing to do, but yeah, it's yeah. They also have self-leveling beds. That makes a lot of difference. I was just looking.
Does the dummy have a name?
Which one? I've got.
Oh, you got more than one?
Oh yeah, I've got.
Okay, so just name the favorite.
My favorite would be Old Joe.
Okay.
And he's a semi-professional. He's somebody else built him. He's a one of a kind.
Okay.
This guy builds dummies, and
Walter.
he's a grumpy old goat.
Is it
Yeah.
Walter?
And
Okay.
the guy named him. You know, except he's got full head of hair. But
That's awesome.
the guy named him Old Joe. Sends you with the birth certificate and everything. So
That's
like,
awesome.
okay, it's just stuck with the name, and it's been. And then I've got another one that's called Gus, and
Gus?
he's another old goat, and
I love it.
He doesn't have the his is more like it's a ventriloquist dummy, but it's also a puppet, because that's the one where you got the whole hand that goes up into the and you have to operate the hand by
Yep.
like that rather than using the trigger system.
They don't just have a name; they have a personality. And thank you for giving it.
Oh
to
yeah.
me.
Let's see. I've got Gus, Joe. I've got
That's cool. That's cool.
Dustin. That's my biggest dummy I ever built. Not Dustin, Justin, because I named him after Justin that we all know and care about so much, because he was a big dummy, and I thought, well, okay, that's Justin. You know.
Man, I find it funny they call him dummy because it's in you. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
if you are a snob, they're called ventriloquial.
Right. Right.
But that's a mouthful, and I can't say it,
Yeah.
especially when I ain't got my partials in, which I didn't put in.
I'd love to see you do it sometime if you're good at it.
I do it for fun, but you know, I'm okay at it. So
It's not easy. That's a fact.
it takes a while. You got to practice, and I don't practice all the time like I did. And when I first started out, I was, you know, somebody just messaged. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's it, Mark. Yeah.
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 Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, I think I've seen this one before.
Do
Hey,
what?
Joe, are you watching Fox News at all?
Halfway.
Well,
I'm sorry, with the Tesla owners.
Yep.
I really like
They
that
need to
one.
start
Showed
arresting
it
them.
before.
They need to arrest them for terrorism.
Yep. Right at the parade,
Yeah.
the Mardi Gras parade. They were harassing the Tesla drivers.
I don't think that was Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah, these
Yeah,
guys
that's
who
what
were
they
trying to
said.
fight against freedom.
New Orleans.
Mhm.
Well, that's surprising. I didn't see that. Surprising that they got away with it down there.
And the guy's wife got hurt because her window was down, and they threw some real heavy stuff at her and hit her in the head and everything else. And
Well, I
If
don't
you
care.
love the universe and you love America and you love your freedom,
Yeah.
why would you hate on another person? Doesn't sound right to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Well,
New Orleans, March 3rd.
Everybody can have their own beliefs. That's what this country. That's what I served this country for that, and so did Joe.
Yes.
You're allowed to have your own beliefs, but you're not allowed to beat up other people that have a different belief. It's just, you know, that's not.
go to
Once you
jail
start
for
throwing
this.
stuff at the Teslas and throwing rocks at them, and that is terrorism.
Yeah, vandalism and all that.
Absolutely.
that's just not the way to get your point across.
You go to jail for this, absolutely.
And
Well,
you should.
they needed to go to jail. I hope they did.
Yeah, I hope they did too. Yeah.
I hope they stay there.
Oh,
It's okay to have
they
an
said
opinion.
bail.
It's okay to
Paul, they said
First Amendment. Okay.
They said what,
You
Joe?
can get out there. That's okay. Don't make it someone else's issue.
Yeah,
Right.
they said bail for one of the kids involved in that accident with the cop. They had a tell you the backstory on it. Night before last, there was a traffic stop in Slidell, Louisiana. That's right down the street, and the car didn't stop. Went off. It was a high speed chase on the interstate, and one of the officers, 9-year veteran, he puts a spike strip out, and instead of him going over the spike strip, they drove around and hit him.
Oh,
114 miles an hour.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, he got killed, right? There's 5 kids in the car, all of them 17 years old, a girl driving. There's 2 girls, 3 boys. One of the boys is charged with attempted murder, with vehicular homicide, attempted murder, and vehicular homicide. $150,000 bail.
They found guns too, didn't they, and drugs?
But they had guns, drugs, everything in it. But they're not showing the charges on the girl. Because the district attorney of St. Tammany said he wanted a death penalty for all of them.
I said it before. The universe
Yeah.
is a harsh place to live. Okay? We have to get along. We have to get it right. And some people just don't get it. It is what it is, Joe.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
You're right.
Yeah. We've got too many kids that have been allowed to, they've got those participation trophies and they don't know what it's like to deal in life and they've been allowed to,
Mom used to buckle me a lot of times, and I probably deserved it, right? And without it,
yeah,
I probably wouldn't have turned out as good as I did, right? Does that make sense?
I Dusty.
It does.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to do that no more, Joe. They're not allowed to do that no more.
That's well.
Go to jail. Yeah.
How much did that printer cost you, Lloyd?
I thought
'cause that price there on eBay here works out at $710.
No, I paid $5.99 for it.
Oh, good price.
That's about $300 cheaper than the Bamboo Labs P1S, and this is and the one that Bill from Coast to Coast Drones has. He has the X1 Carbon, and this is sort of a cross between his, which is $1,400. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is sort of a cross between his and then the one that most everybody else can afford, which is the $899 one, which is the P1S by Bamboo.
Well,
They've
didn't
taken
that anchor
50 off
mate
of both
cost
of
you almost that?
Yeah, because this one here, I can actually, it'll print up to temperatures up to 350 degrees Celsius, which means I can run carbon. I don't have my pencils in, guys. Carbon fiber. Yeah, thank you. God, I hate it. I forget to put it in. I take them out at night and I just laze around. And have
It's
just me
okay
in
to be
the
old,
house.
brother. I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you.
my hillbilly
Fist bump.
smile.
It's okay.
Everybody's getting the same thing, Lloyd.
I mean,
Oh,
he's
I know.
rocking a 3D printer, so he ain't that old.
Oh, you're doing real well because I couldn't figure out how to do a 3D.
Well,
Yeah, me and Paul couldn't rock one if we wanted to. We don't even know the first place to start, right?
Right.
Right.
Well, if I were to just if I were to go with one, I would probably, if you're going to spend some money, I'd get either this Anycubic Cobra S1, which is comparable to the Bamboo Labs. Now the Bamboo Labs has safety glass on it. This one for the doors and the top. This one has plastic. A good grade of plastic.
Okay,
The problem
so
with the
Anycubic
problem
is
with the safety
is
glass.
the name brand, right?
Yeah, Bamboo is the name brand. Yeah, Bamboo Labs is the name of, and the model number is the PS1.
Okay.
And the Bamboo Labs is all great and everything, but a lot of those ones that have been putting the safety glass in them, the tempered glass, those things have been exploding. and you just bump them the wrong. My daughter-in-law, my son has 2 of them. My daughter-in-law went by it one day, and she was 2 foot, 3 foot from it. She walked by it, and that thing exploded. And of course, being tempered glass, little bitty pieces, but it literally exploded.
So
There's
it's
nothing
glass
going
and
on in
heat
it, no
then.
heat,
Okay.
just
Because of the heat.
The glass. and the
apparently,
heat.
it apparently lost for whatever reason, and they've been having a lot of problems with that. Now that was on the Creality K1 Max, I think, which
Okay.
Creality is another brand. They just
I'm
came out
surprised
with
they haven't made a show about this kind of stuff yet.
Oh, there's people that do shows about 3D
Well, I
printing
know
and
there's
stuff.
YouTube ones, but like a
Yeah,
legit
yeah,
one. You know?
yeah. You'd think they would like on PBS or something like that. They'd
Yeah.
have three. Actually, there was I forgot. Somebody's telling me they did one. It's like Meet the Masters or something on PBS or whatever. And
Okay.
there was a guy that they were showing about using 3D printers and about what they did to build them. And like one of the things is there was a particular part in their design that they couldn't order the part from the factory, so they had to use one of their 3D printers
To make it, yeah.
to make it. Yeah, so they had to use the basic 3D printer to make that part.
I heard they can make stuff out of metal and food with 3D printing now.
There are some that will print. You can 3D print chocolate.
It's pretty
Those
cool
have
when
been
you
around
can
for a
3D
while.
print a wrench, right? That's pretty cool.
You know?
That's pretty
But yeah,
That's where I went today.
That's nice.
wow, that is nice.
That's the city of New Orleans in the background.
That looks like a good place to fish in New Orleans.
Oh yeah. But this is an old
I can see
lighthouse.
myself right on that green grass fishing.
It used
That
to
was
be a
an
Coast Guard
old Coast
station.
Guard lighthouse, right?
Yeah, the Coast Guard station was right here. This is now Southern Yacht Club.
Okay.
But they had a lighthouse here that was completely torn down almost with Katrina, and they rebuilt
Okay.
this one up higher, and then they
Right.
built this. You notice how they're up on stilts now.
It got taken down
But-
by the hurricane? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Katrina. Oh, it was terrible. I got pictures of it way back.
Okay.
But that's the skyline in New Orleans Superdome.
They rebuilt pretty good. Looks really nice.
Like
Oh,
Jody
yeah.
says, multicolors are the way to go, and that's why I went with the one I did.
Okay.
And there's 2 types out. There's the bed slinger and the Core XY, and I explained the difference between the two.
Are those the drones that you're flying?
Do I?
You're flying drones too, right?
Oh, I haven't. I
What
have a
drone
couple
is
of
your
Vadas.
favorite?
I like my Vada too. It's my favorite drone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the
Alright.
easiest, and it's fun. I can pretend I'm doing FPV because I'm not talented
Yeah.
enough. I had an FPV drone, but I couldn't get it off the ground. I couldn't keep it off the ground. So
I got the Mavic Pro 3 and I really like it.
right, yeah.
Well, you
Yeah, I
know,
almost bought it.
Joe's favorite drone in the world is the
Oh Lord help me. Here we
The
go.
Neo.
DJI Neo.
That's why
Is
my
that the
new
one that's all
logo-
square looking?
Yeah, the little,
Yeah.
just the little guy.
Yeah, a little square looking one. Yeah.
Tell him, Joe, how much you love that drone.
I'll show you how much I love it. Here's my new logo.
Let's send it.
And I love the Neo so
Oh,
much.
that's pretty cool.
I have the Neo in his jaws.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's more American than I could
logo.
ever ask for. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got him
I like
eating
it.
the Neo. That's how much I
I
love,
love the eagle in the middle.
it. Yeah, I changed it. That's my new logo now.
Joe loves the Neo so much he keeps it right on his desk.
Okay.
Yep. That's my paperweight. What are you talking about?
There it is. I'll find it. Be right back. I got another tangle in this. Boy, it's red. It's the one that seems to do it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
trying to think of what I want to
getting
eat.
ready to call it here pretty soon.
Yeah, I
Love
gotta
you
figure out
guys.
what I want
I'll
to eat.
go.
It's,
Love you guys.
what's
See ya.
today? Tuesday, right?
Yep.
So it's Taco Tuesday.
Taco
Do
Tuesday.
I go get tacos, or do I just make like a tater tot with cheese with chili, and I got a couple burritos in there I can put in, and then put jalapenos. That's it. That's what I'm eating.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you got it at home, Why leave the house?
Why
Right?
leave
That's
the
what I'm
house?
doing.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We're
Bye,
we're
everyone.
gonna head out, Lloyd.
All
Thanks,
right, that's fine.
thanks
Good to
for
meet you,
coming in.
Lloyd.
Mark, Lloyd,
Good seeing you guys.
Eddie, you're always welcome, buddy.
Yeah, good
Love you
seeing you
guys.
again, Eddie.
And Joe, we'll see you in the morning.
For a few
Bye.
minutes.
See you in the morning.
Bye
Love
for
you
now.
guys.
Later.
Bye bye.